My name's Dawn. Yeah, we're very lucky to have two fit, healthy, wonderful sons. And then sadly, my son Jay was diagnosed with a brain tumour in 2020 when he was 18. The last week of his life, we would start to be saying things to one another when you sort of realise you're getting near that point. But just one night, he started saying these numbers to me. He was obviously quite insistent about it, so I got a piece of paper and I wrote them down. And once I'd done that, he was happier about that. He calmed down. 2 days before he died, I was lying with him, and his phone always, was beside him, and I just had a feeling about these numbers, and I would never have touched his phone, obviously, any of his things. It's private, and I would never have went near it, but obviously he'd given these numbers, and I just decided to try it, just to see. So I got his phone, and I typed the digits in, and I couldn't believe it when it opened. It was just like, oh my God, the greatest gift that he'd had the capacity through all that weakness and the drugs that he had to get these numbers over, or we would not have been able to get into any of his Mac or his phone. But that document just was quite strange that it was on his homepage, so that's the only reason I pressed it. And what opened up was just this, which was obviously his words in his journal, and it was very clear straight away because it starts with, whoever reads this, my name is Jay Kennedy and I have brain cancer. So it almost starts like an open letter. It starts with, I'm not sure anyone will ever read this, but hope it gets found at some point. My name is Jay Kennedy and I have brain cancer. I recently got told that the treatment I'm on isn't working, so I don't really know how long I'll live for, hopefully long after I type this. But I felt it might be easier to express my thoughts here, rather than talking to my family. The main thing I want to stress to my family, which I hope to convey to them when I find the courage, is that I'm not scared of dying. The reason I'm not scared of dying is that if I had the choice of my life from 0 to 20 and an ordinary life living to 80, I'd choose mine every time. I don't really get upset about myself dying, but how my family will cope. I can imagine Mum reading this when she's Granny's age and wanting it to go on and on, but it will just stop. So I'll apologise now, Mum. I love you so much. Good night.